EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Get it! Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Stop low, 18. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Stockton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just get rid of it. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is fielded at the 27. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On second down, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Stockton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Broncos at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Stockton. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Stockton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chargers. Stephon Diggs. 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Chargers 19, Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one swung out to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
10 yards on the
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'll pick up with 2 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Herbert now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On the counter, here's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd and 2, Stockton. That one finds Pierce right side. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers.
2nd down and 3.
Ready.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Harris running straight ahead, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run again with Harris. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next to score, Chargers 36, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Williams going to get it again on second down. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, this is second and a yard.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Got it. Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on third down, Stockton. That is caught, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From a yard out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Broncos 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris fighting through. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 42 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Start.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again. Stockton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Stockton. And he's got Pierce. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Stockton. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.